an actual plan, not a concept of a plan, to make rent and home ownership more affordable. Build 3 million affordable new rental units and homes. Penalize firms that hoard available homes and drive up prices. That's corporate ownership, hedge funds. Up to $25K in down payment help for first-time home buyers. Outlaw new forms of price fixing by corporate landlords and cut red tape to build more housing faster. Like, dude, there's her plan. What is Donald Trump's plan? He just says something about energy. He starts talking about fucking windmills. And then he says he's going to make China pay for it with tariffs. But you know what I mean? Like, there's the fucking plan. Like, what more do you need to talk about? Donald Trump, how are you going to lower grocery prices? He's like, I'm going to cut your energy bill by 70%. Oh, okay, how? Oh, windmills. Hannibal Lecter. Deport. Yeah, dude, no tax on tips. Dude, Trump apparently is cutting all the taxes. The U.S. government's going to pay our bills with what? With fucking Bitcoin that he mines in the fucking White House bathroom? Right? Trump has just said he's cutting every tax. Dude, he's one step away from saying he's going to legalize meth and just give everybody 50 grand if they vote for him. Like, dude, what is he talking about? Dude, he doesn't have a fucking plan. Not a concept of a plan. And so we continue the saga of the female candidate can't ever do anything right. Because no matter how many times Kamala Harris spells out her plan detail by detail, people still sit there and say, oh, I don't understand what her plan is. She's not being specific enough. Whereas a male candidate can show up, say absolutely nothing, spend all day on the toilet tweeting unhinged all caps rants, and everyone's like, ooh, he's doing such a good job. Even when she's brilliant, even when she smokes him at the debate, why does the female candidate always have to live by a different set of rules?
It's not too much to ask Kamala, say, are you for a Palestinian state if Hamas is going to run that state?
Okay.
Yes or no?
And let's say you don't like her answer. Are you going to vote for Donald Trump?
No, I'm not.
Kamala
I just said I'm not going to vote for her.
She's not running for perfect. She's running against Trump. We have two choices. And so there are some things you might not know her answer to. And in 2024, unlike 2016 for a lot of the American people, we know exactly what Trump will do, who he is, and the kind of threat he is to democracy.
Accurate.
So it's unclear to me how there could be...
Dude, that point she makes is actually really good. She's not running for perfect. But isn't it interesting how Kamala has to be perfect? She's running for perfect. But Donald Trump, all he's got to do is like show up, and if his pants are zipped up, he gets a free pass. That's the huge difference there.
Stephanie, the problem that a lot of people have with Kamala is we don't know her answer to anything, okay?
But you know his answer to everything.
And that's why I would never vote for him, and people shouldn't vote for him. But people also are expected to have some idea of what the program is of the person you're supposed to vote for.
But dude, she has clearly identified her program. Focus on the middle class, build up the middle class, take on the corporations that are trying to gouge us, bolster Medicare and Social Security, try to expand the Affordable Care Act, try to establish reproductive rights. She's even said she wants to reignite that bipartisan border bill and pass it. Like, what are they missing? What you see what I'm saying? She keeps saying shit. Like, what do they want her to say? She can't say that, oh, I'm going to bring inflation down to 1%, because it's not like she could flip a switch and do that. This is what I don't get about these people. What answer are you not getting? I don't think these people realize that this guy's real issue is just that she's a woman. And maybe even the woman of color is an issue for him.
What the program is of the person you're supposed to vote for. You're just not supposed to say, well, you have to vote for Y because X is this, that, and the other. Let's find out a little bit more. And I don't think it's a lot to ask her to sit down for a real interview as opposed to a puff piece in which she describes like her feelings of growing up in Oakland with nice lawns.
Then I would just say to that, when you move to Nirvana, give me your real estate broker's number and I'll be your next door neighbor. We don't live there.
Yeah, I think this idea, too, that the only way you're going to get to know Kamala is through an interview with, like, some reporter is bullshit. Like, standing up in front of the reporters, talk to the voters. Why do we need the reporter? What are they going to do? The reporters are not there to actually get us her policy positions. The reporters want to create drama so they can sell news clicks. You know what it amounts to? I believe it amounts to the difference between men and women. Because Kamala Harris is a woman, she has these impossible, nothing can be done right. Nothing can be done right.
I mean, I feel like you're the dog we're trying to get in the car to go to the vet. You know?
That is so accurate.
We're going to put that phone on your head for the rest of the day.
I say that as one of your biggest fans. You know, I mean, I gobble up everything you write. I just don't understand how you get to this place. But okay, let's not badger.
But do you know, for the last 2 weeks, I've been going on and on. Like, I can't figure out where informed undecided voters are. I'm like, who's the person who has a list on their refrigerator of like, well, she said this and I'm like, who is this person? And then I opened the New York Times 3 days ago and it's you.
Oh my God, bro. Oh shit. Who is that guy? Oh, it's Brett Stevens, of course. Right? Dude, Brett Stevens, Jesus, dude. Like, dude, this guy, what Harris must do to win over skeptics. See, right here, though, look at this one from July 23rd. Democrats deserved a contest, not a coronation. I think it comes down to this guy, dude. He doesn't like Kamala Harris. It's just women get a different standard. They do. It's odd, too, because a lot of the right-wingers like to talk about DEI, but there is nobody that is usually more undeserving than a lot of white men. A lot of white men, you know, just get every advantage. I mean, look at Brett Kavanaugh. We saw those Senate hearings when he was getting confirmed. The guy's a fucking moron. He was screaming about liking beer. He wouldn't answer any questions, couldn't control his emotions. He got flustered. He looked like he had just finished like a 27-day alcohol bender. And yet he gets pushed through with flying colors. And like a woman, if she misspeaks, if she does one thing wrong, dude, everybody's ready to ship her out. It's going to be close, dude. I can't believe it's this close. I still think we need our fucking heads checked, though, for it to be this close.
Take it from the voters you need. She needs more interviews.
But can I ask you, can I say to you, like, then where is Trump having those real hard-hitting interviews where he says, I'm going to mass deport 11 million people, but he doesn't actually explain that? Why does she have to explain every nuance?
Yeah, but the fact that they know who Trump is should be the very reason why they're not voting for him. This whole idea that they need to know Kamala better, like, come on, bro. What could she possibly do that would be worse than dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling the EPA, putting Christian zealot Supreme Court justices on, removing birth control, nationwide abortion bans, Project 2025, military force deporting everybody who's Hispanic, years of making up racist lies about black immigrants, being a sexual abuser, being a fucking felon who walked away with classified documents and tried to overturn an election, tried to burn down the fucking Capitol because you lost. Like, what could she possibly do that would be any worse than those fucking 20 items? It's fucking ridiculous.
First of all, he does a ton of interviews.
Absolutely, but he doesn't answer a lot of questions.
It's like so dumb, bro. We got a lot going on, bro. 43 days, dude. It's clutch time. And like, bro, the misinformation that is going on Twitter right now is unfucking real, bro. I have never seen such a coordinated and constant flood of misinformation from like really large accounts on Twitter, dude. It is gnarly, bro. Elon is trying so hard. He is like so desperate to try and get Donnie ahead. Look at this. This is a problem here. Trump posted this on Truth Social. Trump posted a photoshopped image. This is Montel Williams and Kamala Harris, and there's a Photoshop of like P. Diddy. See this type of behavior where Trump will see an image and he won't check the veracity of the image. This is not his first time. He put out AI pictures of Taylor Swift. He's put out fake things from Nazi accounts and shit. And to me, that's a problem. That this guy wants to be president, but he's not even capable of checking the veracity of an image he posts on social media. And like, no offense, bro, but if you can't suss out whether the shit you're posting on social media is true or not, you sure as don't deserve to be president. I want a president who, when he sees a picture like this, he actually researches it before he spreads it. Call me crazy, but I think somebody who can't even operate on social media without spreading misinformation doesn't deserve to have the top job. That is like what being a responsible adult or being a responsible social media user looks like in 2024. Donald Trump does not do that. He is irresponsible with social media. Now, my point is, as a general test of character, if you can't be responsible using social media, I don't believe you can be responsible being in charge of classified data. Obviously, he didn't look and realize it was a fake, or he wouldn't have posted it, or he knew it was a fake and he didn't care. But both of those to me are disqualifying. What is up with these guys, bro? Did you guys see this? Again, it's this guy, the king of misinformation here, talking about Kamala Harris had a teleprompter during her interview with Oprah. But that's clearly Oprah's teleprompter. Her chair is facing this way, bro. Like, what are these guys doing? This guy said, hey, quick question. Why is Kamala's teleprompter placed behind her and directly in front of Oprah? Dude, here again. Let's talk about Republican tactics, guys, because this is a problem. Here's another example. Look at what libs of TikTok is up to. They've slowed down a video to make Kamala look bad. You ready? Watch.
Trump and his running mate. And they'll talk about, oh, well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay. All right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down.
You see that? She says she's hammered, but they're slowing down the video.
Action, Trump and his running mate. And they'll talk about, oh, well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay. All right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down.
See that shit?
So we're saying that we're going to create public policy.
You see that shit? Like, that's what they're doing, bro. That's what the right-wingers are doing. Dude, isn't it f***ed up? But this is what's going on, guys. This is what we're dealing with right now. All of the right-wing shit is major misinformation. My take is this, boss. I don't believe anything Trump says. There's no reason to believe anything Trump says because he lies all the time because he's a known liar. Every time I watch him, he lies. Over and over and over again. So when Trump says he's vowing to do X, Y, or Z, I say, sure he is, because I don't believe him. Because he was president for 4 years and he vowed all these things he was going to do and he did exactly none of them. The only thing he accomplished, having both houses of Congress, was to give Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk a couple more billions. That was it. 2 years, bro. So now when Trump says he's going to do something, I don't believe it. I don't think he's a believable person. The Biden years were way better than the Trump years. Like head and shoulders. Absolutely. The Biden years were definitely way better than the Trump years in every way, shape, or form. All my success, even every success I had in Twitch and all that, it all happened when Joe Biden was president, boss. It did. After Joe Biden had won that election, that's when all my success showed up. While Trump was president, I was racked with debt. I was racked with like not finding any good opportunities and feeling overwhelmed, and everything in the news cycle was constant chaos. All he did was be toxic and put negativity and racism and misogyny out into the world, which stirred it in other people around the world. It was nothing but chaos. Nothing he said he was going to achieve got achieved. And so he was just flailing and trying to disrupt all the time. And then Joe Biden took over in the middle of chaos, all this shit going down, and he righted the ship. He made it stable. He made it stable. Despite the loss of human rights from Trump's Supreme Court and shit, Joe Biden has always brought a sense of stability and a sense of we're moving forward. We got work to do, but we're at least stop digging our own hole. And for that, I'm like super appreciative. Oh, here we go.
Then, if you're not successful this time, do you see yourself running again in 4 years?
No, I don't. No,
good,
no.
good.
That will be it. I don't see that at all. I think that hopefully we're going to be successful.
Mr. President, thank you for the interview. Appreciate it.
Dude, we got to get rid of him, bro. That's all we got to do, dude. We beat his ass and he's gone, bro. You know what's fucked up? If for some reason Trump were to win, we're going to get inundated with those guys. Just imagine if Trump were to win, I bet the toxicity is going to be so crazy. I still don't think he's going to win, but yeah, dude, I don't want to think about that happening, obviously, for a number of reasons.